What's up, folks? Sean the Average Angler coming at you with another great video, and today we got something a little bit different, going back in the vault of forgotten baits. It's been forgotten kind of for a good reason, but it's also a bait that's never quit working, and recently at the pro level it's had some really good success with some really big bags. So we need to talk about it. A lot of you younger guys may not know a whole lot about this bait. I'm sure you do. But there's some particulars I look for, and not every brand is good, okay? And we'll get into why and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is one of those baits that you can throw it anywhere, and I mean anywhere. The only place it's not really effective is in really thick weeds in them, but you can definitely fish the edges of them. It's got a lot of calling power, a lot of flash. This bait has been a staple for a long time for a lot of really good fishermen, and I've got a few good ones here to show you, and we'll get into what makes them good, what might not make them so good, that kind of thing. But the bait we're talking about is the good old-fashioned spinnerbait, right? And just because you have a chatterbait now does not replace the spinnerbait. They're really different baits, right? These blades spin, cause a lot of flash and vibration. This blade just knocks back and forth, kind of doing the same thing, but also making some noise. But the spinnerbait has kind of had a resurgence this year, as we saw on the NPFL with Jason Christie weighing some giant bags out at Santee Cooper. Louis Fernandez, by the way, was throwing a spinnerbait in that tournament too. Quite a few people will. And this here is one of my favorites, and it's got some very unique characteristics. You'll see very short front wire here, and it's got this big old Z-bend here. Okay, pretty cool bait, very compact. Also has the extra long skirt to work as a trailer, so you don't have to put a trailer on this. Really strong hook. These are actually made by a friend of mine I've known for a long time. These are Rod Strainer. Okay, it's called the Z Minnow is the color of this one. Z Strainer spinnerbait. So something about the wire I really like. It's a very compact bait. You also get really good coverage for coming through cover with that bait due to the fact that it's very compact. Okay, very simple, very strong. But the key thing is it's got the right size wire. And the reason the wire is important is you need that vibration. Okay, this is a nice wire. I believe it is 035. That's kind of the standard for the good wire. Anything thicker, it really kind of stiffens the bait up. Here's another one, different brand. Many of you may not know this company even made spinnerbaits. Okay, this is a Dirty Jigs. Dirty Jigs tackle, and this is, I believe, I thought it was a compact. It's compact. I tend to like compacts. You'll see it again, that short wire there. Again, the key thing, 035. I don't know if it's really coincidental or not, but if you go on the website, you will see that Nichols and Dirty Jigs are the same company, same website, whatever you want to call it. Whoops, I put that in backwards. They got some really good colors. They're made with Hildebrandt blades, which are kind of known to be the top echelon of blades. And blades make a difference too, folks. I have another friend that makes spinnerbaits, and he will only use Hildebrandt blades. Now there's a lot of good colors. Here's a red. Can't see it, we're gonna have to take it out for you. To keep my spinnerbait colors generally pretty simple: chartreuse white, shad bluegill, or for the springtime. You get that red. And then I got a bluegill here to show you. Now generally, if I use a trailer on my spinnerbaits, because these are compacts, a lot of times the guys you see with a swim bait, a Kitech on the back, those are not typically a compact. I will generally use a single tail grub or a split tail, which a split tail has been around for a long time. Just something really simple. You're just trying to make a little profile there. There's your bluegill. Really good bait, nice compact. That one again is Dirty Jigs. So they just had a sale. I don't remember what it was, 20% off or something. So I picked up some spinner baits just to freshen up my arsenal. I've got a box of them here somewhere. I put it back over there. The only thing I get concerned about, and I could have sworn these said they were hand tied. There's actually a rubber band on them. That Z strainer, by the way, by Rod Strainer Tackle Company, those are hand tied. Okay, they're gonna last me forever or until I break them. They're not gonna come apart because they are hand tied. Okay, I like to keep them in the packaging just because I think it helps them keep them from drying out. You'll see some other ones I have here. Nichols. Again, this one's a shad pattern. Nichols makes great spinner baits, one of my favorites. And now, apparently, it could have been this way a long time. I don't know, but for some reason, I get the feeling that Dirty Jigs must have bought Nichols, or Nichols must have bought Dirty Jigs, or maybe they just share the same website and warehouse. I don't really know. But anyway, that's what I found out. So the rod to fish a spinnerbait on can vary from pretty much anywhere, okay? It's not as sensitive as a chatterbait. Chatterbait, it's kind of important to have a rod with some bend to it, okay? The spinnerbait, I actually like a rod that's a little faster action. And again, you're going to hear me say the same number rod that I say for a lot of other things, is that 734. The 7'3" medium heavy fast is a great rod. Works for so many different things, and it's no exception on the spinnerbait. The landscapers here doing the yard. I'm going to cut this video back. Sean the Average Angler, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.